Hello everybody, this is Waldorf.
This is Statler.
And Battle Report 117.
117. Beta 2.0.
This is the Highborn Elves versus the Demon Legions.
The Matt Daemon Legions.
It is. I will say I did I have a little SD card, and I will say this is the second game I played against this opponent. Not the same night, but my SD card got corrupted, and all the photos on it are dead. So I've lost 3 games.
Is that what you still? Did you win?
That's my story.
Did you lose that game?
I lost that game.
How
and
convenient.
I also lost.
Was that what you were stomping on when I went in, when I showed in late?
Yes,
I wonder what that was.
And I also lost a game to Mark from the Green Dragons that was recorded on that one.
Okay.
But I did have a victory on there too, so it wasn't a complete.
Sure
it wasn't all losses on there.
That's what you'll go with. Okay.
Yeah.
And so we got 3 balls versus the marijuana, the deformed marijuana
with a
leaf.
lot of eyeball things.
Yeah, with eyeballs.
Around.
Well, they're stoned.
Yeah, I guess so. Here's my list.
Laced with some PCP.
I have not adjusted the spear unit. That should be smaller. There's 26 spears, and they have the Banner of Becalming. I need to fix this list.
The Banner of Becalming does?
Banner of Becalming, on my opponent's magic phase, it takes one of his Veil tokens and adds it to my Veil tokens.
Right.
So...
And you decided to go with that because?
I played against Kelly.
I like it, but myself, but...
I played against Kelly, and it abused me the whole game.
Because how often are you... It's just one... You're off by 1?
I swear, in the game against him, it seemed like 5 out of the 6 turns, I was 1 Veil token short.
Yeah, I think it's really...
and
it's a real sneaky item,
also seemed like in 4 of those 6 turns, at least, he was just 1 Veil token enough to get another die.
Yeah.
The one he had stole from me the previous turn.
Yeah.
So, when I looked at this on paper, I was like...
It's not any good with a hereditary spell, is it?
With what? The hereditary?
It's
no, it's terrible with the
hereditary spell.
Because he was... it did come into play... I don't know that it was this game, but it did come into play in another game where it's like, oh yeah, it's not going to matter because you're out of Veil tokens. I'm like, yeah, wait till your magic phase.
Yeah.
He's like, you can't use that one for that, can you? Come on now. It's a high elf item. It's like the old Skaven.
Yes.
If it's possibly good, it does work.
Yes.
Anyway, so there's the list. And now we have the Daemon Legions.
Yep.
So Scourge of Wrath.
I'm Matt Daemon.
Eternal
This
Fury.
is my Legion.
He's got Eternal Fury to go with his Eternal Sword. He's got the Iron Hide to give him the better armor. And the Portal Gem, which I believe lets him march fast 1 turn. What he did this for is in case he can't... Something happens and he can't fly 1 turn, or if he doesn't feel like taking dangerous terrain, whatever, it gives him an option. Harbinger of Wrath is the BSB, Eternal Fury, Blood Sword, Light Armor.
I like me some Furies.
The big thing there is it brings hatred to the unit. 25 Slaughterers, full command, onslaught, Blood Sword, Banner Speed.
Yep. Gotta take them.
10 more Slaughterers with a champion, onslaught, and Blood Sword.
Yep. Just to support you.
And your favorite, 2 units of Furies. 2 units of 5 Furies of Wrath. 5 Hellhounds with onslaught.
They're not shabby.
2 Blood Chariots.
Oh, they're broken.
Let's take a really good chariot and put a cannon on top of it.
Yes, and not charge enough for it.
Oh, that's kind of rough. They're only a 3-up armor.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, Altar of Slaughter.
These have low toughness.
And 3 Crusher Cav.
Okay.
With a standard.
I kind of like the din with the Altar of Slaughter.
Yes, it's a nice piece now. It's really good.
Yeah.
Moving on. Spells I took. Looks like the same as I took in the last game. 3 I get automatic. The Hereditary, the Oaken Throne, and the Fountain of Youth is the attribute. I selected Healing Waters because not all this stuff has flaming. Awaken the Beast and Quicksilver Lash. I would probably be better served with something other than Quicksilver Lash.
I was wondering what you're thinking was with the Quicksilver Lash.
The last time I played him on the first turn, I put 2 wounds on the Scourge of Wrath with it.
Okay.
So now I'm stuck with it.
Okay.
It had one glorious moment. So now it's in my list forever, is what it came down to. So we deployed.
Okay, he's got his unit of 10. He's got his Scourge of Wrath on the flank to roll you up. He's got some Furies, some more Furies. I don't know which ones are the cannons and which
That's
ones
the that's the Blood Chariot.
Okay.
I'm sorry. The cannons are off to the right.
Okay.
Whatever the Altar of Slaughter is the one that's there.
I guess the paint job's different. So yeah.
And they look different. I mean, you can't really see it
Okay.
good from here, but those are the Wonkamobiles off to the right.
Okay. Oh, I thought they were all Wonkamobiles in his army. The
I don't know, we'll have to see. I think this one's different.
okay, and okay.
Anyway, Crusher Cav and off to the right.
He's not a fan of the Crusher Cav, but he's been taking it.
Yeah. And whatever the corn dog,
Yeah.
whatever those things
Corn
are.
dogs. That's what we're going to call
We
them.
used to call them corn dogs.
Corn dogs.
We can't call them that anymore. Now we have to call them...
There's about a good for you. It's a corn dog.
Hey, watch it. Now they are the Hellhounds.
Okay.
Okay.
I dated one of those once.
All right. There's a better picture. Yeah, I guess it is a Wonkamobile, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just without the cannon on it. All right, whatever. It looks like it's thicker. Is it just the paint job?
It's a paint job.
Okay. And there's my army. Lane Reavers,
Sky Sloop's climbing.
Sky Sleep. That one's going straight up.
Yeah.
It's trying to get distance to see if it can
Yeah.
outfly the
Scourge of Wrath.
So I took first turn because I wanted to be able to shoot and cast on the first turn.
It's like we had an accident with some cavalry over here.
Yeah, the two guys broke off their bases. I had to fix them last night. And I finished redoing all the bases. I mean, matching all the basing and finished my moving trays last night.
Oh,
So,
okay.
just in time. Nothing like doing things ahead of time.
I was expecting a phone call.
No, because the trays came in from Shogun Miniatures.
Okay.
They came in.
Which we've done a video on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy turned them around in like 7 or 8 days.
Oh,
This
okay.
time, which was
Yeah, it's
fantastic.
usually 10 days. But
I was
okay.
worried because I procrastinated so long. I didn't think they were going to come in on time.
Yeah, you could have asked me.
Oh, I probably could have. You have a full collection.
I have a
downstairs.
few. Just a few.
Okay. Anyway, so I moved up. So
I think I have more than there are bitcoins.
So I moved up a bit. So both the sloops are within 24 of the guy, the whatever he is, the Scourge of Wrath, and my guy with the Quicksilver Lash as well is within 24. So we got that. Moving on. And I did get the hereditary spell off. He let that go because he didn't figure he was going to do any damage to me. And I did absolutely nothing to the Scourge of Wrath with the 2 Sky Sloops and the I did get the Quicksilver Lash off. Just did nothing to him. Really hoping to push at least a wound or 2 through.
Right.
So anyway, so you can see this is kind of his style. The Scourge of Wrath comes forward and he's going to eat you. That's
Just
the way to play it. Not
going down. I'm going down your throat.
he doesn't poke around.
Yeah.
He just comes forward. He's going to smash.
And
you.
my big block of guys is also going to move forward
And his big block of guys came forward.
to get to the objective. It looks like.
Fury's behind it, and he's going to secure the objective, even though it doesn't really matter on turn 1. But
Right.
he's going to make sure I don't get close to it.
Yeah.
Corn dog,
Yes.
I've got to stop that. The Hellhound's off to the right, and
I'm not telling you to stop it.
both the Blood Chariots hung back, so they
Right.
could take pot shots at
Yep.
the dragon. There you have that. So going into turn 2, the 2 Blood Chariots did both miss.
Okay.
Neither one misfired, but they both did miss.
All right. That's always nice.
Yeah, believe me. Last time I played him, one chariot in 3 turns killed my dragon. So, anyway. So there's a marker down there, but that marker, after I declared the charge, I was looking at the charges and I was like, let me think about this. And while I was thinking, I took a picture. And then I decided not to do this because
Might block you.
if they failed, it blocks the Lion Guard.
Yeah.
And so that's the Lion Guard charging into the Scourge of Wrath. They're going to need 5s to hit, but they're strength 7.
Yeah.
So it's going to cut right through his armor, wound him on 3s.
I think it's a sword safe.
It's a good chance of hurting him.
Mm-hmm.
And I figured I would take it.
Okay.
I threatened to charge him in the flank with my lean reavers because I told him I was going to get -1 to be hit because of the fence. He didn't buy it, so I didn't do it. Elsewhere,
wow,
all in. The Swordmasters, the one long charge. Most of these are easy charges. Even the one up front is actually automatic. The Swordmasters need to roll a 6 with Swift Stride. The Spear Elves needed an 8 to roll an 8. It's only 2 dice, but it's an 8, so it's not. It's like a 40% chance of getting that.
Yeah.
And I didn't need them in there. The Sky Sloop on the far left needed an 8 as well.
Yeah.
I'm just going in, just like, they're. I mean, you can see what he's doing. He's pushing it right down me. I've got no. I mean, they're going to be on me, so it's like, well, let's see what happens. And off to the far right, needing an 8 as well, the Highborn Lancers are going to go deal with his Hellhounds, or attempt to deal with his Hellhounds. And there you go. They make it.
Toughness 4.
And all 4 units made it into this.
Wow. Oh, you lined up the Spear Elves like that.
Well,
oh, you had to because
I have
of
to.
the basis.
First thing you have to maximize units.
Yeah.
So they all made it in, so I had to maximize units if possible. I could. And then either the Spear Elves or the Swordmen had to be off to one side.
Yeah, and you were just hoping you're going to get a lot of impact hits.
So I was hoping for impact hits. The Swordmasters are going to go first.
Yeah.
If you look, I've got 4 Swordmasters lined up on his BSB. So I do have that going for me. And, yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Shame you couldn't get more Spearmen in.
I would have liked to have more Spearmen, but I thought the impact hits would serve me better.
Okay.
And basically, this is the only way it worked since they all made it.
Right. Oh, yeah, you have no choice, but yeah.
And of course, the Lion Guard made their charge. Don't know if that's a good thing or not.
Well, that Griffin's going to help out a lot.
Yeah. The unit filler.
Yeah.
The other concern I have, of course, is because of the way I had to line them up, the chariots, the Sky Sloops, in arc of the.
Yeah, I'm not sure you can avoid
Crushers.
that.
Well, I couldn't. The Swordmasters up there are not in arc, but
if they were farther over, they would have probably been. So
they might have been if they were all the way to the end. Over here, the Lane Reavers came over to chaff up the Slaughterers because at the end of this combat with the Scourge, he's going to shift down to the right and leave a lane for them in.
Right.
So to prevent that, they came up to chaff. And of course the Lion Guard, not Lion Guard, I keep calling the Highborn Lancers moved over to the left just to be in position.
Might be because they're riding lions.
They are. That would help. I did give these guys +1 strength. Now they're strength 8, so they're wounding him on 2s.
Okay.
Also, next round of combat, whichever one or two of them is
could have
left.
given you guys +1 toughness. They would have been toughness 4.
I could have gone up to tough 4?
Yeah.
That's a good thought. Maybe I should consider that next time. Like I said, it also has the benefit of next round they'll be strength 7. So the 1 or 2 that are left will be able to strike.
Yeah, there is that.
Over here, I did get the one on the left is the Oaken Throne. I rolled a single die and got it off, and put Healing Waters on the Swordmasters.
Okay, that's good.
So they've got a 4-up region.
Yeah.
So they're the ones that's taking the bulk of the attack, and they're doing that. So the 2 sloops combined for 5 impact hits.
Okay. Not surprised.
And I was like, oh, this is going to be a problem. But then the 4 Swordmasters that were lined up on his BSB killed him before the unit went. So that took away the unit's hatred.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the Swordmasters went to work and really, really butchered that unit.
Yeah.
Got a couple wounds out of the Elves and the chariots and everything else, and ended up popping the unit.
Yep. I got a big Gribbly coming at you.
Well, not necessarily, because
Or you're going to come to him, one of the two.
we overran.
Yeah.
So the spears got into the altar of slaughter.
Mm-hmm.
The swordsman in the sky sloop, one sky sloop that he put 3 wounds on.
Yeah.
So he put 3 wounds on the sky sloop, did 2 wounds to the swordmasters, and that was it.
Wow.
Well,
you kill all those guys before he gets wings.
Yeah,
So.
he was down to just like the front rank, and I think one or two.
All your guys went first, so.
Yes, it was ugly.
Yeah.
You
only had one file of spears on him, right?
I did only one file, but the BSB was there.
Yeah,
had his couple attacks.
Yeah.
The one disappointment, of course, was the sky sloop on the right did not get a good overrun.
And run into the.
I wanted to either run into it or I wanted to get way out there in front of them. Is what I was hoping for.
Yeah.
Over here, these guys, the Highborn Lancers, just went nuts and killed 4 of these things. Oh,
looks like he killed at least 3 of your guys.
I killed
2 are laying on the ground.
No, we're so not worried about.
You're tired.
Them. We're so not
worried.
Nap. We're taking a nap while the other 2 fight.
You're tired. Yeah.
No, they put, I think, 4 wounds on the unit, and then he crumbled for 4 more.
Okay, so he didn't hurt any. He just hurt the one guy.
Yeah, and killed 1. I was not expecting that at all.
Yeah.
These guys go in, and you can see there are 14 left of the 24 that went in.
Yes.
That nets him 10.
10. Yeah. And how many wounds did he have?
Did I tell you there's 10?
You did.
In the back corner, you can't see it. It's behind his wings. There are maybe it's in this next picture. Nope. There are 2 wounds on him.
2 wounds. Okay.
2 wounds.
Yep.
Because I'm hitting him on 5s.
You're not going to steal his rock candy by only causing 2 wounds.
I wounded. I'm hitting on 5s, which is tough.
Yeah.
But I've got I had a lot of attacks.
Yeah.
Hitting him on 5s. And wounding him on 2s, but he still has the 5 up ward save.
Yep.
So anyway. So that's that.
18 attacks on him?
No, because he goes first. And he killed a bunch of me. I was down to 2 in the back rank.
Okay, so but mass, you had 18 attacks.
I had 4 guys in the front, 4 guys in the second, and 2 in the back. So I had 10 guys attacking.
Oh, you weren't? Isn't he? How wide is he?
He's 50.
Oh, he's 50. Well, I think he's 100. Yeah, he's 50.
Yeah, he's only 50.
So 4.
So I had 4, 4, and 2.
So at best, you were going to have 12 attacks.
Well, had he only killed 4, I would have had 2 extra. So, you're right. Best I had 12.
12 attacks.
12 guys attacking for 13.
Hitting on 5s. So that's
for 13, because he did kill my champ, too.
Okay. Yeah. So hitting on 5s.
Hitting on 5, so that's 4.
So that's 4 hits.
Wounding on 2s.
Wounding on 2s.
So maybe 4 wounds and maybe a save and a half.
And then, well, depending on how his ward is. Yep.
So I was hoping, I was hoping to get 3 wounds out of it.
Yeah. Okay.
I got 2, so not too far off.
Okay.
Going back, sorry. The slaughterers over here charged the reavers who ran off the table.
Okay.
Over here,
Did your sloop run away?
The sloop, he charged my sloop. I probably should have run away.
Oh, you didn't?
But I did not. I don't know why I did not, now that I'm looking at that.
You didn't want him redirecting, I guess.
I think the sloop, I think the chariot on the right charged my sloop, and it just, did he eat it? Maybe he did. Maybe I didn't run away. Anyway, I was too close, I think.
Okay.
To make any difference. Probably should have ran anyway. Anyway, so the other chariot, the other blood chariot came into my swordmasters. They do still have healing waters going. So I got that going for me. And he needed help, so the Furies came in to help. The Furies came in to help the Scourge.
Yeah.
At least it gives him a charge and a flank.
He just wanted to make sure he didn't have to go an extra round of combat.
Yeah, and this is after this round of combat. He's brought me down to 8 guys.
I wonder why he plays them so wide.
Who, the Furies?
Yeah.
They're supposed to be half inch apart.
No, I mean as far as
instead
of 2 deep, yeah.
Because he wanted to get further away from the spearmen, I think. I don't know what that was. Anyway, so the 2, the one line guard on the far right had to attack him. I did get another wound through onto the Scourge, so now he's up. I put 3 wounds on him. Yay! And I killed a Fury. Look at that. I'm steadfast.
Yeah, wow.
I got that going for me, so I'm going to stick around for one more phase.
Surprised you survived so well.
In 2 rounds, he has killed a crapload of my guys.
Yeah, second round he didn't do so much.
Second round, he did not. He actually had a bad round.
He still has 3 wounds.
He missed.
Oh, now he has 3 wounds.
He rolled 3. Yeah, he's up to 3.
Yeah.
He rolled, I think, 3 out of 3 of his attacks rolled 1s to hit,
Yeah.
and then he rolled another 1 or 2 to wound as well, at least.
Good. He's probably hoping to wipe you out, and then his fears would hit you in the flank.
So
Cavalry in the flank.
elsewhere over here, the spears have killed the Altar of Slaughter.
Wow.
The
That's something.
yeah. The BSB's also there,
Oh, yeah.
pushing
I
wounds
keep
through
forgetting the BSB
with his
was-
strength 6.
Let's forget about your BSB, yeah.
The Sky Sloop doesn't have much of a option to do what it, a reform or anything based
Right.
on how close the other guys are
Yep.
to it. So it just kind of sits there. And
Your swordman.
Swordsman took a couple hits,
couple
but
hits.
they've, I think they put 3 wounds on that chariot.
Okay.
I don't see his counter down there, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. And that's what we've got going in the bottom of the turn, or the top of my turn, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, top of turn 3. So top of turn 3, the Highborn Lancers come into the flank
Okay.
of the Slaughterers. And Sloop turns around so it can shoot at the...
Didn't send him into the Scourge?
They couldn't get there.
Ah.
Or I would have. Actually would have, because they could have they had a champ. They would have challenged him.
Yeah.
And reduced what he could do. But anyway, they couldn't make it. Because of their angle and everything else. So the Spearmen moved off to the left, allowing the Sky Sloop to turn around and shoot at the Crushers.
Mm-hmm.
Eagle comes up to chaff them.
Oh, wow.
What?
You don't seem to like to use your eagle for chaff.
I like to hang him out in the back of the board and then maybe jump on something and attack it.
Yeah, maybe.
Isn't that what it's for?
It seems to be you like to keep it alive the entire game, just to
I want to be...
to counterprove me that they don't have to die.
I want to be... My goal is to be that elf player whose eagle survives games.
Each game, yes.
I want to be that elf player. There is none of those out there. I want to be that player.
There's Mr. Dragon.
Mr. Dragon flew out here and decides, everyone else is beating up stuff. Maybe I'll try to get in on this.
What turn are we on?
It's only top 3.
Okay.
It's not that far into the game. If I remember correctly, the Spearmen did make a long charge attempt into the back of the Furies. Knowing, because, I just hoping to bring ranks and stuff into that combat.
Yeah.
So there you have that. Despite the fact they're laying around, they have killed the...
These are not the new hotness. These are the old broken down.
Yes. They did kill off the final...
corn dog.
Corn dog. Stop it.
Hellhound.
You're going to get me in trouble. So the Swordmasters finished off the Blood Chariot, turn and face, so they've got both the remaining units in their front arc.
Mm-hmm.
He kills me down to 1.
Mm-hmm.
I burned 2 tokens to save 4 of them from the hereditary spell.
Mm-hmm.
So I burned 2 Veil tokens to save 4. He only knocked me down to 1. He, of course, broke and ran. He elected not to chase me.
Really? Not with the Furies.
Not even with the Furies, because I think he wanted to keep them close.
Mm-hmm.
In case he needed them.
Hmm.
So that's where we have that.
You're close to the board edge, I guess.
And I'm pretty close to the board. And I'm rallying on... I'm actually rallying on a 5 right now.
Yeah.
It's not terrible.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm rolling 3 dice to do it.
Yeah.
Because I'm within 18 of the dragon.
Yeah, it's just a lot of points to let go.
It is. So there you have that. And it's going to be his turn. So the Furies, the hell, whatever, the Scourge comes into the dragon.
Okay.
The Furies take a long charge at the back of my Sky Sloop, which has 1 wound left.
Right.
Actually, it might be 2 now, because I think I healed 1.
Okay.
So he's trying to just knock it out.
Mm-hmm.
Someone who charged over here. I think he ended up did. The Sky Sloop ran and took a wound running through the chariot.
Okay.
And they did decide to kill my eagle.
Okay.
So I can't be that guy. He came in, and the guy on the back. Actually, no, the dragon finished him off. The guy on the back did 2 wounds, and the dragon finished him.
Wow.
But he noticed this 4 sitting here behind me. That's 4 after he did 5 total wounds to me.
Yeah.
I saved 1 from the hereditary.
Mm-hmm.
But because of the lion guard knocking him down, I was able to get him.
Yeah.
Because I only did 3 wounds to him with this model.
Right.
Otherwise,
Mm-hmm.
And I was even doing everything. There's 2 breath weapons on this model. They were both declared both breath weapons. It's like I was unloading everything into it. Yes. I was looking for wounds anywhere I could get them. So both breath weapons went into him as well. Killed him. Over here. Oh, this was weird. Okay. Yeah, because I looked at this picture the other day. I was like, how the hell did this happen? All right, so the Crusher Cav came into the eagle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? They beat the eagle.
Okay.
Let's see if there's a better picture of this. It shows it even better, maybe. Okay, there's a better picture. So the Crusher Cav come into the eagle, and they beat it.
Okay.
The eagle dies, so the Swordmasters need to take a panic check.
Okay.
They take a panic check, and they fail.
Okay.
So they have to run from the closest enemy. Where was... Yes.
Which should be the Crushers.
So what turned out not to be the Crushers, because this chariot up top is just a little bit closer.
Okay.
So I had to run from that chariot instead of the Crushers. So because of that...
So you're running towards your Sky Sloop.
Because of... I don't know how they got over there. Yeah, sorry. There you go. There's a better picture. The chariot had wheeled around and come around behind me.
Okay.
As a non-combat move, and
okay.
The non.
So he was in a different place.
He was closer, and then
you had to run away from.
I had to run away from them.
Made
so
you
I
run through the Crushers and lose some guys.
Yes, exactly. So they ended up running through, like I said, running through the Crushers, which was just dumb.
And he made his check and reformed.
And he reformed automatically after he killed the eagle.
With Frenzy, doesn't he still have to make a check?
To what? Frenzy no longer overruns.
Oh, they still have to make a check.
If they flee, you have to check to prevent pursuing.
Right.
But if you just wipe them out, there's no check.
Oh, you always had a choice to overrun or stay
Correct.
still. Yeah.
You didn't.
Right, yeah.
Frenzy used to force you.
Well, you had to go
overrun.
straight ahead, but yeah.
Right, but it no longer does.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, so then turn 5.
Hope they hotfix Frenzy.
Turn 5, the dragon sees another cannon.
Yes.
my dragon has bloodthirst towards cannons.
Yeah.
So he's going to go after it. The spearmen are going to go after the Furies.
Right.
Over here, you can see this fight going on and on off to the left with the slaughterers and
they can go either way.
Yeah, Highborn Lancers, but I don't care. That's
right. You don't care.
Either way, I don't care what that one happens.
Yeah, you just want that guy to rally.
And because of where the Crushers are, he's given me. They've got a flank charge with the Highborn Lancers.
So guys have to get up.
He thought I was relaxing and thought he could get away with it.
Yes. Saw some sleeping lions.
Apparently not.
Yeah.
They came in and actually had another good round of combat.
Wow, killed 2 of them.
Well, no, I think it killed one and the other one poofed.
Oh, crumbled. Okay.
Yeah, the other one poofed.
Mm-hmm. And you rallied your
Swordmasters rallied.
All 40 of them.
Yeah, all 40 of them. They're just invisible.
Yeah.
Over here, the spearmen wiped out the Furies.
Yeah.
And that's the end of the show. And the dragon wiped out the chariot.
Okay.
And he killed one over here on the left. And
he killed a couple too.
He just said, "I'm done."
Okay.
So it was a thorough drubbing. It was a 20-0 to the Elves.
Did your guy run off the table, or did he rally, or what happened?
He did not rally. He had one chance.
Mm-hmm.
The BSB was nearby, so he had 2 chances at a. But the dragon had flown away, so he had 2 chances at a 4 on 3 dice, and failed them both. Moved off. I had one more turn, so I went ahead and just rolled to see what would have happened on the last turn if he would have rallied, and he kept running again.
Right. Okay. So yeah,
he did get the full points for that. But
you had the general and the BSB, which
I had the general, the BSB
mostly offset it, and then I guess you would have the objective also.
I killed his I had the objective, and I killed his entire army. Other than these, we didn't roll out this combat to see how this was going to end, but it didn't matter.
Okay.
So yeah, it was a slaughter.
No pun intended.
Every pun intended. I was so happy to beat this. I have played him so many times. I rarely have ever beaten this army. I beat him one time with the orcs and goblins when I shot him off on the first turn with artillery.
Yeah.
Which made him very unhappy.
Yeah, that scourge is
it's just so hard to deal with.
Problematic in the game.
It is.
If you don't have cannons.
Then
you still got to hit.
I mean, you have that. I mean, you have that ebb and flow we talked about before we started recording, is where people are going to have to. If the scourge starts showing up more, people start tending to bring more artillery.
Yeah.
And now the scourge and other monsters have to kind of go into hiding for a little bit.
Yeah.
Until the artillery starts to tone itself down again, and then they start showing back up. It's just that waves that come.
Yeah. The meta shifts just as how things go.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting how that flows, and you got to catch it at the right time.
Well, it also depends, who your opponents are in your meta.
Correct.
There's not a lot of armies have cannons, so
yeah. And this is this guy's army. I mean, he plays Dread Elves as well, but this is his primary army.
Yeah, he hasn't been happy with the Dread Elves, so he's
especially, and I'm extremely upset about the Ninth Age people. Dread Elves, I don't care what you have to do. Dread Elves have to be better, so he plays that army more. Than
there you go.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't care how good Dread Elves get. They just need to be better so that this army sees the field less.
Well, you need the printer to remove a page from the army. Just one page.
Just one page.
Just one misplace one page with one.
It's one of the last character that's in the Lord section.
Yeah. Yes. Oops. Don't need that.
That thing seems to be gone. I'm sorry.
He needs to be playing him as a demon prince in the future.
Yeah. But anyway, like I said, I was so happy to have smashed this army.
Yeah.
It's so many times. Like I said, we played a week or 2 weeks ago, and that's the one I lost. And he crushed me with this army. Like I said, dropped my dragon on 3 turns with the cannon. That was all it was. But anyway, so that's going to do it. Thanks for listening.
Till next time.